Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey of faith and inspiration on our channel. Today, we embark on a profound exploration of the importance of putting our trust in the faithful God. In a world filled with uncertainties and challenges, this message resonates deeply, offering hope and guidance to navigate life's twists and turns. As we delve into the depths of this topic, we invite you to join us with open hearts and minds. Whether you are seeking solace in times of struggle, longing for a deeper connection with the divine, or simply curious about the power of faith, this video is for you. Before we begin, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell. By doing so, you'll stay updated on all our latest content, ensuring that you never miss out on the opportunity to enrich your spiritual journey. So, without further ado, let us dive into the transformative wisdom of trusting in the faithful God. Imagine a ship lost at sea, tossed about by raging waves and howling winds. In moments like these, when despair threatens to engulf us, it is our trust in God that becomes our beacon of hope. Just as the sailors look to the North Star for direction, we look to God, knowing that His guidance will lead us safely to shore. Trusting in God requires surrendering our need for control and placing our faith in His divine plan. It's about relinquishing the illusion of self-sufficiency and acknowledging that we are but instruments in the hands of a loving Creator. This act of surrender opens the door to miracles, allowing God to work wonders in our lives that surpass our wildest dreams. Yet, trusting in God does not exempt us from hardship or suffering. In fact, it is often in the midst of our darkest moments that our faith is tested the most. It is during these times of trial that we must cling to God with unwavering trust, knowing that He is walking beside us, carrying us through the valley of the shadow of death. Trusting in God also means trusting in His timing. In a world that demands instant gratification, patience can feel like an elusive virtue. However, God operates on a different timeline, one that is governed by wisdom and love. When we learn to wait on God's perfect timing, we discover that His plans are always worth the wait. One of the greatest obstacles to trusting in God is the temptation to rely on our own understanding. We want to make sense of the world around us, to find logical explanations for the mysteries of life. Yet, true faith requires us to embrace the unknown, to walk by faith and not by sight. Trusting in God is not a one-time decision, but a daily practice. It requires us to continually surrender our fears and doubts, placing them at the feet of the one who is faithful and true. As we cultivate this trust through prayer, meditation, and reflection on His Word, we find our hearts overflowing with peace that surpasses all understanding. Trusting in God enables us to release the burden of worry and anxiety that weighs heavily upon our shoulders. When we entrust our cares to Him, we are freed from the bondage of fear, finding solace in His unfailing love and provision. Moreover, trusting in God fosters a deeper intimacy with Him as we learn to rely on His wisdom and guidance. Through prayer and meditation, we cultivate a spiritual connection that sustains us through life's trials and tribulations. Trusting in God empowers us to face adversity with courage and resilience, knowing that He is working all things together for our good. Even when circumstances seem bleak, we can hold fast to the promise that God is faithful to His children, never leaving us nor forsaking us. Trusting in God requires humility as we acknowledge our finite understanding and embrace His infinite wisdom. It is an act of surrendering our pride and ego, recognizing that His ways are higher than our ways and His thoughts than our thoughts. Trusting in God is an act of obedience. as we align our will with His and submit to His authority in our lives. It is a daily choice to walk in His ways, trusting that His plans for us are far greater than anything we could ever imagine. Trusting in God fosters gratitude as we recognize His blessings in every aspect of our lives. Even in the midst of trials, we can find reasons to give thanks, knowing that God is working behind the scenes for our benefit. Trusting in God requires perseverance as we navigate the ups and downs of life's journey with unwavering faith. It is holding on to hope in the face of adversity, knowing that God is faithful to fulfill His promises. Trusting in God cultivates a spirit of generosity as we recognize that all we have comes from His hand. When we trust in His provision, we are free to give generously to others, knowing that He will supply all our needs according to His riches in glory. Trusting in God transforms our perspective, enabling us to see beyond the temporal and into the eternal. It is fixing our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, and finding joy in His presence regardless of our circumstances. Trusting in God equips us to face the unknown with confidence, knowing that He goes before us and prepares the way. It is stepping out in faith, even when the path ahead is shrouded in darkness, trusting that God will be our light. Trusting in God fosters resilience in the face of disappointment and failure, knowing that He is able to redeem even the most broken situations. It is trusting in His promise to work all things together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. Trusting in God strengthens our relationships as we learn to love others with the same unconditional love that He has shown us. It is forgiving others as we have been forgiven, extending grace and mercy to those who have wronged us. Trusting in God brings fulfillment and purpose to our lives as we align our desires with His and seek His will above all else. It is living with intentionality, knowing that every step we take is guided by His sovereign hand. Trusting in the faithful God is paramount for several reasons, each of which underscores the profound significance of this act of faith. Firstly, putting our trust in the faithful God provides us with a sense of security and stability amidst life's uncertainties. In a world characterized by constant change and unpredictability, knowing that we can rely on God's unchanging nature brings a deep sense of peace to our souls. Trusting in the faithful God allows us to release the burdens of worry and anxiety that often weigh us down. When we entrust our cares to Him, we no longer feel the need to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. Instead, we can rest assured that God is in control and that He will work all things together for our good. Putting our trust in the faithful God strengthens our relationship with Him. Just as trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, so too is it the cornerstone of our relationship with God. When we trust in His faithfulness, we draw closer to Him, experiencing His presence and His love in deeper and more meaningful ways. Trusting in the faithful God enables us to walk in obedience to His will. As we align our lives with His purposes and His plans, we experience the abundant life that He has promised to those who love Him and follow His commandments. Putting our trust in the faithful God empowers us to face adversity with courage and resilience. Knowing that God is with us and that He is fighting our battles on our behalf gives us the strength we need to persevere through life's trials and tribulations. Trusting in the faithful God fosters a spirit of gratitude within us. When we recognize His faithfulness in our lives, we cannot help but overflow with thanksgiving for all that He has done and continues to do for us. Putting our trust in the faithful God allows us to live with confidence and hope for the future. Regardless of what may come our way, we can rest assured that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating His perfect plan for our lives. Trusting in the faithful God enables us to let go of the need for control and to surrender ourselves fully to His sovereign will. When we relinquish our own agendas and submit to His authority, we experience a newfound freedom and peace that transcends understanding. Putting our trust in the faithful God serves as a powerful testimony to others. When they see the peace, joy, and fulfillment that we experience as a result of our trust in God, they are drawn to Him and inspired to seek a deeper relationship with Him for themselves. Trusting in the faithful God brings glory to His name. When we acknowledge His faithfulness in our lives and testify to His goodness and grace, we magnify His name and proclaim His greatness to the world around us. Trusting God in all situations allows us to experience a profound sense of peace that surpasses understanding. Even in the midst of life's storms, when chaos swirls around us, our trust in God serves as an anchor, grounding us in His unchanging love and faithfulness. This inner peace enables us to face challenges with a calm assurance, knowing that God is in control and that He will never leave us nor forsake us. Trusting God in all situations fosters spiritual growth and maturity within us. As we encounter various trials and obstacles, our faith is tested and refined like gold in the fire. Each moment of trusting God strengthens our reliance on Him, deepening our intimacy with Him and shaping us into the likeness of Christ. Through these experiences, we grow in wisdom, character, and perseverance, becoming more resilient disciples of His kingdom. Trusting God in all situations empowers us to overcome fear and step into our God-given purpose and destiny. When we trust in His sovereignty and provision, we no longer allow fear to dictate our actions or hold us back from pursuing our dreams. Instead, we walk boldly in the confidence that God is with us, guiding us every step of the way and equipping us to fulfill the plans He has ordained for our lives. Trusting God in all situations cultivates a heart of gratitude and thanksgiving within us, as we recognize His faithfulness and provision in every circumstance. Our hearts overflow with gratitude for His goodness and grace. This attitude of gratitude transforms our perspective, enabling us to see blessings amidst challenges and to rejoice in all things, knowing that God is working for our good. Lastly, trusting God in all situations bears witness to His glory and power in our lives. When others see the peace, joy, and resilience we display in the face of adversity, they are drawn to inquire about the source of our strength. Our testimony of trust in God becomes a beacon of hope to those around us, pointing them to the One who's faithful and true. In this way, our trust in God becomes a powerful testimony of His love and grace to a world in need of His salvation. As we come to the end of this insightful journey, we hope you've been inspired and encouraged to embrace the transformative power of trusting in the faithful God in all situations. May this message resonate deeply within your hearts, guiding you through life's highs and lows with unwavering faith and steadfast confidence. We invite you to reflect on the profound truths shared in this video and to incorporate them into your daily lives. Let us continually surrender our fears and doubts at the feet of the One who is faithful and true, trusting in His unfailing love and provision. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of faith and trust. If you found this video meaningful, we encourage you to share it with others who may benefit from its message. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. As we part ways, may you walk in the assurance that God is with you always, guiding you, protecting you, and showering you with His abundant blessings. May your trust in Him deepen with each passing day, leading you into a life filled with peace, joy, and purpose. Until next time, may you continue to trust in the faithful God in all situations, knowing that He is working all things together for your good. God bless you abundantly.